Yellow cards, as I mentioned. Arsenal lead that count by 3 goals to 2. Discipline could be important in this second half.
Yes, people have to control the emotions. I think the referee's been a bit light on them. I think he could have, with what's at stake for both of these teams. Both of these teams trying to win this game, and I'm not seeing anything vicious or vindictive. So I think the referee just needs to calm it down a bit. I think, otherwise he's going to start booking everybody for everything, and it's going to totally spoil the game.
Yeah, I would agree with that. He has to realise that not every tackle should be a yellow card. It's a strong, physical game with a lot at stake for both football clubs. 1 or 2 yellow cards, but certainly not 5.
Yeah.
And those on yellows now in a high-charged atmosphere have to be very
careful. I think if Saka gets one in this game,
he can't play in the North London
Exactly,
derby.
so that's the kind of stuff. But what you want to do, I want to see Arsenal start as sharply as they did, and not let the emotions get carried away with the emotions. You want to get the fans back involved in it, because Newcastle defended that and took the sting out of us a bit. But we just need to start really sharply, get the ball quicker.
Are we going to have a winner?
Yeah, I think we are. I think Arsenal are going to beat them 2-0.
I'd be happy with a point.
I knew that being nice to each other wouldn't last long. Let's see what Eddie Howe can conjure up in the second half as we go back to Don Hutchison and Joe Spate.
Thank you, Steve. Well, it's 20 years since Newcastle were last in the top 4 under Sir Bobby Robson. It's 19 years since Arsenal last won the title. 2004, the invincible season under Arsene Wenger. These two sides up there in the top 3, 9 points apart as they kicked off this evening. And as things stand, they remain 9 points apart as we await our first goal at the Emirates tonight. It's Arsenal who get this second half underway with no half-time changes made by either coach. Arsenal with the chance to go 10 points clear if they win the game at the top of the table. Newcastle could go second if they were to win it, to go above the reigning champions, Match City, who play on Thursday away at Chelsea.
Yeah, I think both managers would have stressed to their players at half-time not to get sucked into any more yellow cards. Vitally important you keep 11 on the pitch.
Here's Xhaka for Arsenal. Neither team has had a player sent off in the league so far this season. Here's Partey. Now Zinchenko. Eddie Nketiah. What can he conjure here? Not seeing much room for manoeuvre. He was looking to find Ødegaard. Hacked away by Longstaff.
Just trying to find a yard of room to work in there, Eddie Nketiah. Good defending from Shea. Stood his ground, patient defending.
It's just gone half-time, by the way, in the late kick-off at Old Trafford. There's a 1-goal lead for Manchester United against Bournemouth, thanks to Casemiro's goal. Back underway at Goodison Park, where Brighton lead Everton. And they're just about to resume at the King Power, where Fulham are 1 goal up away to Leicester. Zinchenko, good pass into Xhaka. Now Ødegaard, on for Saka. White up there with him, Saka square. Just about clawed away by Sven Botman.
That's the type of pass they need when Zinchenko played the ball straight through that Newcastle midfield. The forward pass, the early pass.
Ødegaard. 3 around him, Longstaff comes away with it. A slight drag back there by Ødegaard, who's on a yellow card. Referee saw that, playing the advantage. Here's Wilson. Xhaka on a booking as well, and Xhaka now. Now, will the referee be lenient here?
He should be. If Granit Xhaka had went to ground and lunged in to try and win the ball, there might have been a case for a second yellow card, but a little sort of tap in the back just knocks Wilson off balance. It's good refereeing, but I think he'll have a word with Xhaka, just time to calm down.
Player who's been sent off 5 times over the course of his Arsenal career. Has to really watch his step now and what remains tonight.
This is a good area, this, for Kieran Trippier on a wide free kick. Corner of the 6-yard box. That's probably where he's aiming.
Well, Newcastle's 3 tallest players over towards that back post area. Burn,
vidite gde je naterao Martinellija da se vrati Almiron ovom kretnjom i ovim duplim pasom. Trippier i Almiron mogli su da isciju za gol Newcasla.
Mogli je prvi put i na King Power stadion. Ostaje Aleksandar Mitrović kao primarni izvođač penala i tako će biti i u narednom periodu, bez obzira na ta dva promašaja. Što znači da ukoliko ovde dođe do najstrože kazne, znamo koja će preuzeti odgovornost.
Ajos Perez je srušen. Inače, Mitrović je prvi fudbaler Fulama koji je postigao gol na 3 uzastopna gostovanja posle 2006. godine. Ruše se rekordi. Za to u Fulamu obično jeste zadužen srpski reprezentativac. Ništa od ove akcije gostujućeg tima. Fas je tu, pa Kastanj do Amartija. Ndidi i Tielemans čekaju loptu, ali ništa od ove lopte na levu stranu. Požurio je sa dodavanjem Ndidi. I pogrešio.
Još jedan u kadru Fas. Traumatičan period za njega u sezoni. Još jedan Leicester nije uspeo da sačuva svoju mrežu ni na ovom susretu. Tete, Harrison Reed, Mitrović, Andreas Pereira ima dosta prostora. Willian, ali kako je ovo bio loš pas. Idemo na Goodison. Promene rezultata. Momak koji u prvom poluvremenu pogodio stativu sada postiže drugi.
Ferguson strelac, srećan i zadovoljan Roberto De Zerbi, koji je prošlu utakmicu počeo na mestu centralnog napadača sa inače krilnim napadačem Leandrom Trossarom. Rekao je Nemanja, umesto Trossara šansu je dobio Ferguson. Od starta ove utakmice očigledno pun pogodak je to bio De Zerbija. Ovde nije bilo ofseda kod dodavanja na levu stranu. Gledamo celu akciju Brightona za ovaj pogodak i vođstvo od 2-0. Odličan u ovoj situaciji Sarmiento, još jedan rezervista u utakmici protiv Arsenala koja je odigrana 31. decembra. Sarmiento sada starter, evo vratio je za to ukazano poverenje asistencijom Robertu De Zerbiju, a Ferguson postigao gol.
Kakvu priliku je propustio Leicester. Harvey Barnes izašao 1-1 sa Lenom i nije uspeo da prebaci golmana Fulama. Mnogo sreće za Mitrovića i saigrače. A mi mogli tamo i da se vratimo. Ovde Brighton ima potpunu kontrolu. Everton nikako da pobegne iz opasne zone i situacija je sve teža jer evo prilike koju imao Barnes. Obratite pažnju, odlična reakcija Lena. Bio bi gol svakako da nije Nemac ovako intervenis.
Da, brze ruke nemačkog internacionalca. I to je bilo vrlo bitno u datoj situaciji. Odličan pas za Barnesa. Ostao je Tosina Drabiojo iza Barnesa, ali propala je prva dobra prilika u drugom poluvremenu za Leicester.
Žuti karton za Adara Bioja. Momak koji vuče korenje sa Jamajke, očigledno pomerao loptu i možda izveo i prekid pre nego što je glavni arbitar dao znak za tako nešto. Opterećenje uvek kada štoper dobije karton u ranoj fazi drugog poluvremena. Paska Mitroviću, a Marti je iskontrolisao situaciju.
Tielemans do Ajozea Pereza. Barnes pa Perez, njih dvojica kombinuju, ali uspeo je ovo jako dobro da iskontroliše Tete.
Idemo ponovo na Goodison. 3-0 vodi Brighton, March.
Brighton ide ka sigurnoj pobedi i ako uspeju u ovoj nameri ostaće svakako u trci za izlazak u Evropu. Inače Brighton kao klub nikada nije igrao evropske utakmice i To bi mogao da bude iskorak u odnosu na neke prethodne sezone. Gledamo još jednom kako je išla ta akcija. Sarmiento grudima za Fergusona. Lopta stiže do Marča. Pao je ovde jedan igrač Evertona. Mislim da je to bio Trakovski. Evo.
Pokušaj Tarkovskog.
Interesantan način da
blok
da izblokira Marča.
Ali nije bio ni blizu.
Dobro, malo se i okliznuo centralni bek Evertona. 3-0 vodi Brighton i eto na pravom je putu da upiše novi trijumf na strani. Inače, Brighton je pre ovog kola osvojio čak 13 bodova na gostujućim terenima i po tome je peti najuspešniji gost u pремьер-лиги. Ispred njega su samo City, Newcastle, United i Arsenal.
McAllister, kog smo najavljivali u prvom poluvremenu, će dobiti šansu u drugom. Dati poraz od Wolverhamptona pred svetsko prvenstvo i poraz Bornmuta i to ubedljiv 3-0. Evo sada sve izvesni poraz od Brightona. To su utakmice u kojima su negde navijači Evertona očekivali po neki bod ili u nekim duelima i sva tri. Ali situacija je jako loša. McNeil, da vidimo da li može biti za nijansu bolja. Ne nakon ovog prekida. Poslušajte navijači na Goodisonu revoltirani.
Nije pomogla ta odiseja u Australiji, Evertonu. Evo velike prilike za Brighton. Gross. I to je gol. To je gol. 4-0. 57. minut. Mislim da možemo reći da je sve gotovo na Goodisonu.
Može i da se ne vraćamo više na ovaj stadion. Idrissa Gana Gay i Pickford analiziraju ko je pogrešio. Pickforda vidimo već treći put u drugom poluvremenu kako sugeriše sa igračima da ne stoje dobro, ali mislim da će uskoro Goodison da se isprazni kako je krenula ova utakmica. Nedopustive greške. Gross je sam išao sa centra. Mogao da radi šta god je hteo. Pogledajte još jednom kako je bila postavljena odbrana Evertona i šta je uradio Idrissa Gana Gay. Kako je mislio da ova lopta dođe do Pickforda. Neverovatno. Idemo brzo na King Power stadion da vidite novi promašaj Lestera i novu odbranu Lena. Ovaj put oči u oči sa Vardijem. Ponovo nije bilo ofsajda, a Rabiot je ostao Vardi i Leno i uspeo još jednom Nemac da odbrani. Međutim, deluje da je samo pitanje trenutka kada će se rezultat u Lesteru promeniti.
Da možemo i na Emirates, tamo je slobodan udarac za Arsenal, ili da ostanemo, ajde. Bio je korner i za Leicester, a da vidimo da li može.
Odegaard, see much on that. But Don to reflect on that Everton-Brighton scoreline. We watched the game at City at the weekend when there was so much fight, heart, commitment from Frank Lampard's team. But to be 4 down at home to Brighton, it's incredible.
It's a killer. And I think the job that Frank's trying to do, in my opinion, I think they should stay patient, but he's going to have to take some criticism tonight. Can't lose at home against a team like Brighton, who are a good side by 4. That's capitulation.
And there's still half an hour to go. Could get far worse yet. Here's Partey for Arsenal. Now White. Saka. Saliba. Zinchenko. Xhaka. Zinchenko.
Just watching the movement of Odegaard, he's desperately trying to find a couple of yards of space, but the Newcastle midfield are very narrow. Can't find him.
Saka there has not been able to get involved in the game as much as he or his teammates would like tonight.
Little shirt pull there from Dan Burn. That's why Eddie Nketiah, I think, is having a little look at the referee. Was it Gabriel, sorry.
That would have been looked at by the VAR, but I don't think it was deemed to be of sufficient interest there to alert the referee about it. Bukayo Saka still down. Starter in every game this season for Arsenal. Wonderful football, the wonderful young man. You can't help but want to see him succeed.
Incredible player.
Six goals, 6 assists in the league this season for Saka.
Those are the players, I think, that you fall in love with when you listen to them off the pitch. And you see the work that they do on the pitch and how much he loves the game. You can only warm to people like Saka.
3 goals in the World Cup too for Saka. He's having the time of his life right now, but he's just picked up something here. This seems to be pretty innocuous.
Yeah, I think it's a facial one, so hopefully he should be okay.
Just past the hour mark, we're yet to see either team turn to their bench. And look at some of those names in reserve who may have a part to play. Actually, Newcastle's bench, which is better stocked in terms of attacking players who can make a difference. Adams to Maximan's name springs to mind. Chris Wood there too, who was a starter in the last couple of the games.
I think Jacob Murphy's another one, very underrated player. See which manager blinks first.
Yeah, do you stick or do you twist?
I think at this point in the game, I think, in my opinion, Arsenal have got their best 11 on the pitch, and same as Newcastle. So you might leave it for another 10 or 15. What you've got to be mindful if you're Mikel Arteta or Eddie Howe is the players that are on yellow cards. There'd be an element of trust, but you wouldn't want to run the risk.
Saka looks to be okay. White. Nice pass for Martinelli. It's gone for a curver. Nick Pope safely deals with that. Here's Joel Vincent. Just about get that ball in play, but then White came nibbling back. Bruno Guimaraes.
Good tackle, Ødegaard.
Martinelli. Saliba.
Just got to try and move it a little bit quicker if they can, Arsenal.
Saka. Burn dived in. Saka goes past him. Oh, that's good defending. Joel Vinton there, helping out his fullback.
Well, that's what he does, and he does it really well. It's brilliant skill from Saka, just dropping past Dan Burn, but Joe Linton again gets his frame. Athleticism to get back in and just get a left toe on it. Superb football.
And some impetus building for Arsenal. This is their first corner, just over an hour in. They're going to Old Trafford very shortly. There's been another goal there in that game. But Arsenal with this chance here from this set piece. Can they make the breakthrough at the Emirates Stadium? Saka with the corner. In towards Gabriel. It's away by Bruno Guimaraes. Xhaka. Zinchenko. Xhaka. Zinchenko. There's Nketiah. Neat Arsenal football.
Yeah, good passage of play this from Arsenal. Good football, moving it quickly.
They've got their rhythm going now. Here's White. Partey. It's a misplaced pass by Partey. Chance to spring away for Willock. He's got inside Partey. Found Bruno Guimaraes, and he's got Ammer onto his right. Wilson through the centre. His pocket picked by Gabriel. End to end now. Ødegaard. Saka.
Seen a lot of the ball second half. Kaya Saka.
Square towards Ødegaard, but too much on the pass. Longstaff. Can't link up with Wilson, will come straight back.
Yeah, they're giving the ball away. They need a spell of possession, Newcastle. They're putting a lot of work in when they haven't got the ball. They need some rest.
Trippier there felt he was fouled, but there's no whistle. Kessie. Good spin there by Kessie, and he can't quite find a way through. Nick Pope comes to smother.
He's unlucky, just got crowded out. Trying to find a little 1-2.
Well, let's go see that second goal at Old Trafford. In the first half, Casemiro scored for the home side. Just after half-time, it's 2-0 to United. And Luke Shaw has scored his first club goal for 2 years. His last 3 goals have come for England. He's on target there. And it's 2-0 now for United against Bournemouth.
Seems like in the form of his career, whether at left-back or centre-back, Luke Shaw enjoying his football under Erik ten Hag.
Yeah, this start that game back at left-back this evening. Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof coming in for Erik ten Hag's team. So the first changes then are Newcastle changes, a double change. And Callum Wilson, who's not had the most impactful game this evening, going off midway through this second half.
Yeah, fitness, I think, will play a part in that substitution. Only just back from injury. Must be blowing the intensity of the game.
So Chris Wood coming on in place of Callum Wilson. And Jacob Murphy, who's been a regular off the bench throughout this season, coming on in place of Miguel Almiron. Newcastle's top 2 goal scorers of the campaign have been taken off there.
Yeah, both players on yellow cards.
Here's the free kick. In towards Wood. He offers a different threat compared to Wilson. White. Saka. The last team who stopped Arsenal scoring in a league game was Newcastle. St James's Park back in May, a 2-0 Newcastle win. Before this game, Arsenal have won their previous 10 league games on the spin of the end. The last team who stopped Arsenal scoring in a league game was Newcastle. St James's Park back in May, a 2-0 Newcastle win. Before this game, Arsenal have won their previous 10 league games on the spin of the Emirates Stadium. No lasting damage done to Withock. Last time Arsenal failed to win a league game here was against Brighton back in April of last year. Newcastle have had 4 goalless draws this season, more than any other side. They've had 7 draws in total, more than any other side. That would take 0-0 now. just about keep them in third place. Only on goal difference though above Manchester United. There's Zinchenko. Now Saka. Martin. Up against Trippier. Driven in by Martinelli, deep one. From the away was by Wood for Newcastle. From the away was by Wood for Newcastle. He brings on. No one down the pitch though now in black and white.
Unlike Newcastle, just clearing their lines aimlessly.
Partey, good take by Nketiah. He can't get beyond Botman.
What a tackle from Botman that was.
Withick. Fine tackle now by White. And some really good individual performances out there this evening, especially from defenders. Withick. Knock it away from White, and then Partey helps out.
I think after defending quite heavily over the last 5 or 10 minutes, Newcastle will take that.
The usual suspects in town tonight. Bukayo Saka's down here. He's clutching his face. Joel Linton is the Newcastle player who was involved in this, and Joel Linton is amongst those on a booking.
That'll be painful for Saka, you know. I don't think he means it in terms of elbow, and he's trying to get his arm across, but the elbow definitely caught him.
Saka hero Tomiyasu is going to be coming on shortly for Arsenal. There's Longstaff. Now Murphy. Trippier. It's come off Zinchenko, and Newcastle have a corner here. It's a rare chance over the past, 15, 20 odd minutes to commit some players forward.
And a lot of these corners at St James's at the Gallagher end from this side. And there were dangerous corners from Trippier.
He's catching on, even the young ones.
Nothing wrong with that.
Wants to focus on the football because there might be something happening here. Newcastle with a corner. 3 players in and around Ramsdale again. Let that fall. It's an out-swinging ball. Shea got something on it. A little nudge there by Bruno Guimaraes, so it's an Arsenal free kick.
Probably took one there across the bridge of the nose there, Fabian Schär.
Well, Tomiyasu for Ben White. It's going to be the change for Arsenal. So a change at right back. Good ovation too for Ben White. He's had a very impressive season with Arsenal. Played every game from the start at right back throughout the campaign, having to move across because of the partnership between Gabriel and Saliba. But this man, not a bad player to bring on.
It feels like a sensible substitution. The last 5 or 10 minutes, when Newcastle had the ball on that side, Ben White looked a little bit tired. So more energy in that spot for Arsenal.
15 to go now per stoppage time. Gabriel. Nketiah can't hold that ball up. It's away by Kieran Trippier. Trippier, who's still lost only one game, which he started in the league for Newcastle. Once that defeat at Liverpool back in August when they succumbed to that last second goal from Fabio Carvalho. Zinchenko just about got that pass through for Xhaka. His pass a wee bit heavy for Martinelli.
He's played some great balls from that position, Zinchenko, second half. Another one.
Into Xhaka again. Martinelli. Nick Pope is there, no one near post for Arsenal. Let's wonder if they do get hold of Mikhailo Mudryk in this transfer window, whether that might enable Martinelli to go into a central area for a few games. Another option there, so there's not an over-dependence on Eddie Nketiah.
Yeah, he started in that position, didn't he? Martinelli then got transferred out to the left-hand side where he'd done a lot of good work. One of the most exciting youngsters out there, Mudryk. Seen him destroy some people in the Champions League. We've seen a lot of Ukraine games over the last 18 months as well.
Saka. Tomiyasu over there in support. Saka strong, holding off with it. Coming inside now, finding Zinchenko. Martinelli. Partey. Saliba. Oh, good flick on there by Xhaka. Martinelli. Very good defending. Had to be too by Cher.
Do you know, in hindsight, if he had that one back again there, Martinelli, he might have just tried to flash it across the 6-yard box because Nketiah was in. I'm not sure if he's seen him.
Arsenal on the front foot. It's an in-swinging corner. Punched out by Pope, not too far there. Xhaka. In towards Tomiyasu. Odegaard with a header. Saka. Xhaka. Odegaard. Bukayo Saka with time. Cross was deflected. And it's going to be a corner again. Newcastle on the end of a set-piece examination now. Another good ball being flicked on by Martinelli. And it was not too far away at all. His look tells you that.
What a chance. Not an easy one, but as soon as he wins that first header, just a yard or two wide of the far post. So close.
Nearly but not quite for Arsenal there. Gabriel Martinelli unable to add to his 7 goals so far. It's his best scoring season for Arsenal already. An escape there for Newcastle. Good header there by Gabriel, but helping out Zinchenko, 4-time league champion in his time at Manchester City. Arteta won 2 titles there when he was working with Pep Guardiola too in the coaching staff. There's a young Arsenal group, but there's that sprinkling of experience too. Nketiah losing out there, Joel Linton.
He's been excellent tonight, Joe Linton, for Newcastle.
Jacob Murphy. Driving at Zinchenko. Trippier backs up. Dinked him, but a bit too deep for Wood. No one beyond him. Maybe a touch there off an Arsenal player, so it's going to be a corner here. Not too sure that Saliba was aware there was a touch. And some renewed belief for those Newcastle fans in that corner of the Emirates Stadium. It's a long way home this evening, but they're going nowhere. Trippier with the corner, flash towards the near post. It's kept alive by Bornmut. Trippier in again. Defended by Zinchenko. Bornmut goes backwards with that header. High and hanging from Cher towards Dan Burn. Oh, and it almost came the way of Murphy. Agonising there for Newcastle.
Well, Dan Burn couldn't have done much more. Ball coming out of the sky. Probably would have been offside, he doesn't know it. And then Xhaka at the far post as well, just getting his body in.
Partey. Just too much on that, it bounced away from Saka. Well, 1 point would take Arsenal 8 points clear tonight. City would have the chance to eat into that gap when they go to Stamford Bridge on Thursday.
Yeah, it's a good result for City so far, and Man United, who are winning.
Well, Newcastle would just hang on to third place above United on goal difference. Mikel Arteta's discussing potential time wasting with the fourth official there, Peter Banks. Woodex done well. Past Tomiyasu. Woods in the centre. Murphy towards the back post area. Bruno Guimaraes. Trippier. Longstaff. It's a nice ball for Murphy. Too deep there with the ball in. It's a cramp on that far side for Wither. Joel Winter tries to pass the ball to him, but Wither in no state to receive it.
Well, someone's got to fill in for him.
They're playing on with 10 now effectively. Here's Xhaka. Now Martinelli. Odegaard in towards Granit Xhaka. Newcastle just about survived that.
Oh,
Bruno Guimaraes now.
Great skill.
But maybe a touch over elaborate in the end. It's won back by Arsenal. Odegaard. Tomiyasu. Now Bukayo Saka. Set back for Partey. Scored some fine goals this year from that exact position. And Nketiah back to goal. Sven Botman tight to him, but no foul by Botman. Gabriel, he'll let fly. He won't let fly twice. Martinelli. Partey. Here's Zinchenko. Martinelli. Share away for Newcastle. It's a wonderfully poised game, this.
I'll tell you, two really, really fit sides as well. I'm surprised there's one or two players not blowing.
There's one down here.
Longstaff.
Yeah, Sean Longstaff just needs a breather.
I don't think this is tactical. I don't think he's trying to con anyone. Got to say, every player out in the park's worked extremely hard. Just looking for a little bit of magic or a lucky break. He scuffs that shot. Odegaard. Just doesn't land to Granit Xhaka, who was free.
Well, let's go to the King Power. But we haven't been for a while. In the first half, Mitrovic scored the opening goal for Fulham, who lead 1-0, but it was very nearly 1-1. And Yuri Tielemans, who has scored a couple of stunning goals this season, nearly with one more there to add to his collection. The woodwork saving Fulham.
He's done this before, hasn't he? Chest volley. God, what a hit.
Scored, great goals away at Wolves, away at Everton. He has this in his locker. Leno was beaten.
Fantastic strike.
So still 1-0 there to Fulham at the King Power. He is Newcastle's third change. Interesting one too, as Joe Woodard goes off. A wild card being thrown on, Alan Saint-Maximin.
It's one of these type of substitutions where when you play with someone like Saint-Maximin away from home, Eddie Howe will have said to him, get on the ball as much as possible and make sure you keep it for us. Take players on, take us further up the pitch, buy some free kicks, but make sure you do your defensive work.
He's been hampered by hamstring issues for the past few months. He's not been a starter in a league game since August. He just scored a wonderful goal away at Molineux against Wolves. Touched on there by Xhaka. Nketiah! Oh, and Nick Pope makes a save for Newcastle.
Thought he was going to score. Brilliant goalkeeping from Nick Pope.
There's Zinchenko. What a big chance that was for Eddie Nketiah. Xhaka. Nketiah is there again. They want handball now, Arsenal, but the appeal's waved away.
No chance.
That's a free kick to Arsenal.
I must be watching a different game. I thought Joe Linton headed this.
Well, here's the handball shout.
No, hit him in the chest, hit him in the stomach. This is the Nketiah. Swivels, takes the shot on his left foot. Brilliant block there from Pope. That was going in the bottom corner.
Top save by Nick Pope there to preserve the stalemate at the Emirates Stadium. Xhaka with the free kick for Arsenal. Nketiah's flick, no damage done.
I don't think either side had deserved to lose this.
So Maximin going forward there, but Ramsdale with a very good starting position came and dealt with it. Murphy loses possession. Xhaka goes over, fouled by Trippier. Saliba. Wide by Partey. That's minute now of normal time. Tomiyasu. Partey.
Still think wide's key for Arsenal. Martinelli or Saka. Something might just start from getting the ball wide.
Tomiyasu. Saka.
Unlucky with a little step over.
And it would be just the third time this season Arsenal have seen points slip away. It'll be the second draw. The only previous draw was away at Southampton back in October.
I wouldn't criticise Arteta's men's performance for this. They just come up against a very streetwise and good Newcastle.
It would still be just 7 points drop from 17 games, still quite something. 5 minutes by way of stoppage time. I'm pretty sure that, given that reaction, Arteta was wanting more than that. Here's Bruno Guimaraes, gets the ball away. Chris Wood, flag is stayed down for now. Wood for Newcastle, back towards Bruno Guimaraes.
He was a mile offside.
I think the flag went up, but now the referee played the advantage. Arsenal with the ball. Zinchenko. Here's Tomiyasu. Gabriel. Ødegaard.
Yeah, that ball's not on. Just too straight.
And again here the Arsenal fans and the Arsenal coach suggesting some time waiting is going on.
Listen, if Arsenal were away from home, hanging on to a point, they'd be doing exactly the same thing.
Saint-Maximin. Throw in for Newcastle. Their fans still want their team to push on here, to perhaps turn 1 point into all three.
Yeah, that's the balance. Trying to push on for all three, but making sure you try and leave the Emirates with a point.
Burn. That's come off Saka, and Newcastle have a corner in the 93rd minute.
He's done well. I think he got first prize there. I'm not sure he could have got much more. Dan Burn.
The tsunami are really pumped up for this. Can they make this count in stoppage time? Kieran Trippier with the Newcastle corner. Joel Vinton peels away. There's Saliba. That's good defending by Saliba. 21 years of age at this stage of such a pivotal game. Kept his cool there, and Ramsdale sets Arsenal going again. Tomiyasu. It's the best goal that Straw I've seen for some time.
It's been brilliant. An amazing game.
Here's Xhaka. Ødegaard. Tackled by Cher. Partey. That will ricochet through towards Pope. There'll be no hurry now. Let's quickly head to Goodison Park. There's been a late goal in this one. Brighton, who had the 4-goal lead, but one back late in the match for Everton. Only consolation. And I doubt too many home fans are there to see it. Alex Iwobi going forward here. And Iwobi was fouled there by the goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez. So Brighton penalty. Or Everton penalty rather, given by the referee, Andre Mariner.
Yeah, good ball from Sims there. Good way to pass.
And Demarai Gray steps up to beat Robert Sanchez and put it back to 4-1. "35 seconds of stoppage time to go at the Emirates." Gabriel. Xhaka. It's Zinchenko. Martinelli. The back heel. The Granit Xhaka. Get past Trippier. Ricochet there. They want handball, but referee says no.
Can't be.
Well, VAR will check it. Mikel Arteta convinced.
I mean, there was lots of Newcastle players close to Granit Xhaka here. Jacob Murphy there is on the stretch. But I think that's handball. He's only a yard away from him. It might strike his hand, but he got no chance of pulling the arm away. I'd be stunned if that was given at this stage in the game.
Stuart Atwell is the VAR.
It's the right call.
And the check is over. And a few words now being exchanged between the two head coaches.
Yeah, he likes it when it goes his own way, Mikel Arteta. quite stroppy when it's not.
Being restrained now by his own colleagues. It just goes to show you how much it means for Arsenal this evening, both teams this evening.
There's no need, really. I mean, it's a passionate game, two passionate managers, but it's been an excellent game. Don't think it's been played in a bad spirit at all.
Now Jamal Lascelles getting involved, the Newcastle substitute. Yellow card for him. Even subs getting booked tonight. So added time on stoppage time. Partey with a throw-in. It's come off Burn. It's going to be a corner, and there will be time to take it. It's the extra time he wanted. Can Newcastle keep their composure, keep their concentration one more time? Or can Arsenal pinch it? Saka with the volley, and that might just be that. It is all over. It ends goalless. A draw feels about right. A very high quality contest this evening. It ends 0-0. Arsenal are 8 points.
Cinema.